All right, we are live. Hope y'all are having a good
Right.
time tonight. Welcome.
Cheers,
I'm
y'all.
I'm sipping on a Kentucky Mule here,
Oh, okay.
and
Uh,
I was gonna have it finished before the show started, but then I remembered it has like 3 shots in it, so I didn't want to finish it too fast. So I'm still
Good
sipping
call.
on it.
I'm starting off with a little of this single malt from Colorado, Idlewild.
All righty. Now I am double fisting it, but not quite yet. I have it poured already. This is part of the samples giveaway I'm going to do tonight. I'll do that little reveal here in a little bit. But first, I have to make an announcement. The slides are going to be a little bit different tonight. We are going to have 2 slides per hashtag.
Hmm.
Usually we just have 10 slides, where we have 20. So it's kind of like a trivia night thing. We're going to do the first slide is going to be the question, then we'll do the reveal of the answer, and there will be the hashtag there. So that's the way we're going to do it. So since we are going to go through all these things like that, let me go ahead and get this started here.
Lay it on us.
All right, world whiskey trivia is what we're doing. So this is all over. So this is not just bourbon. This is whiskey trivia. So let's go ahead and get this first one up here. The first question: both Kentucky and Scotland have more maturing barrels of whiskey than they have population people in the state or country, right?
Hmm.
But who has more barrels of maturing whiskey,
I'm
Kentucky
gonna guess.
or Scotland?
My guess would be Kentucky.
And the answer is Scotland.
Really?
Scotland, yeah, Scotland has, with a population of 4.5 million people and 20 million barrels of maturing whiskey, that comes up to almost 4 whiskey casks per person.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, so if I lived in Scotland, it might be like, hey, can you give me a barrel as a bonus every year?
Well, now
It's a
that
little
you
element.
now that I know the answer, I can kind of see that because
Mhm.
a lot of the scotch is, 10, 12, or more years old. So it would kind of make sense that there would be a little bit more. And Scotland's not that big, really.
Right. But yeah, and it said, to the person,
Yeah.
but um, yeah, I don't really have a count on how many barrels are maturing in Kentucky, but it's not on the trivia tonight. But Kentucky comprises over 95% of the bourbon production in the United States. So
Yep. Well, back when I was living um, there was more barrels than population. But it's probably changed a little bit since then. But then again, places like Heaven Hill and a few other ones like that have added in new rick houses and doubled their productions and things like that. So it's probably still more barrels than people.
yeah, and when I was, and trust me, I did a quite a bit of research on this. I did not try to dig for the latest and greatest info up to current time. Some of this data may be from 2022, maybe from 2021. But I put it together roughly. That's where we land. So there you go. It might be now 5.5 million in Scotland, but if, evidently when I got my stuff here for this show, I did do the research though, and I did validate the sites.
Yep.
So I did not put site references on the slides. I was going to, but then I was like, that's too much
Eh,
Google, you know.
it'd be close enough.
But but yeah. So if anyone's joining in, and this is new to you, I haven't seen anybody really. I know we got a lot of folks here. I'm not going to try to shout everybody out. I'll miss
Hunter
people.
Lee.
But if you're new to the show, this is a giveaway show. The next quarterly drawing is going to be on September 5th, so it's coming up here. A little over about 3 weeks from now, we'll be having the regular giveaway show. That's for a 24 note nosing kit. I make these nosing kits by hand. I know there was some confusion about that. Somebody asked me, where do you get your nosing kits from? I said, well, I ordered the jars off of Amazon, and I get all the stuff I need, grocery store and order stuff and all that. And they're like, oh, I thought you ordered those nosing kits. No, I hand make them. And if you look online for nosing kits, you might find like a 12 noter for $100 and something bucks or something like that, but you're not going to find a 24 note nosing kit anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you do, it's probably going to be $400 or $500. But I'm not saying that it wouldn't be in better, like a wooden case with velvet on the inside. I'm not going to do all that for you, but I'd have to charge something then. But it is that nosing kit. You get 3 bourbons, sample bourbons in there. What I consider a more of a beginner bourbon, an intermediate bourbon, and an advanced bourbon. And all I mean by advanced is just it's got a good finish, peppery, a lot of notes to it. It's a heavier hitting bourbon on the notes than the other two.
But you start you off with a Basil Hayden.
No, I wouldn't do that. I don't even consider that a beginner bourbon. But you also get one of these glasses that has the Bourbon Bounty laser engraved logo on it, and you get a bamboo topper that I will also engrave with whatever you want on there, except something that's copyrighted. My wife engraves it. She doesn't want to do copyrighted stuff. So, we can put your name on there, like Joe's Bourbon or whatever, and or don't touch my shit or whatever you want on there. We'll engrave it. We can put your logo on there if you have a YouTube channel, all that stuff. So that's what you get there. And then second prize is 2 ounces of anything on my shelf, glass on the lid, and the third prize is just the glass with the bamboo topper.
All right.
And now let's talk about the halfway mark.
Okay.
So we have a halfway mark giveaway. That is for it's we caveat this because it's based on a Nancy Fraley pick from Still Austin. That barrel pick is $90 plus shipping, on top of that. So you can choose something different, but we'll try to make up the difference with samples or something like that if you want something lower in cost or whatever. But we'll try to do you right. But if you just want to stick with that, it is a full 750 milliliter bottle from Still Austin, Nancy Fraley, Nancy the Nose picking it. And I'm going to go ahead and write Jimmy down here. And I was just about to get to the point that is Super Chat Super Sticker only to enter that one, because we do have to pay for it.
Or what do you take, PayPal or Venmo, or is that kind of a pain?
Oh, I don't have it open. I've been thinking about doing that, but I only have one extra screen. And if I had another screen, I might pull up PayPal or whatever over here on the side.
Yeah.
I don't
you can do it.
I don't have a good way to track it right now. So I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want people giving money and then I miss it and then I don't get their entries down. But for every $1, you get 2 entries. You get 2 entries to the samples tonight. And whether you win those or not, you're still in for the halfway mark giveaway, and you get 2 entries to the regular quarterly drawing as well. So you get 6 for $1 really, but it's spread out. Okay. So let me play the sample video so they know what I'm giving away. One of them's one of my favorites, by the way. So let me play it. And I already have them poured up in the box. They are right here. They're right here. So that is all straight bourbon whiskey. It is their cast strength, their regular, which was what I have in my glass here, the regular straight bourbon at 92 proof right here. Okay. And then I have the cast strength version of this, which is a store pick. Dee's Liquor in Tennessee is where I picked it up. It's 126 proof, and then that Decade series, that's that 10-year-old, and it is fantastic. I can tell you that. The mouthfeel on that thing is awesome. So But I wanted to give all three so you can see pretty much the same mash bill in three different ways.
Okay. That's pretty cool. I picked up a couple different whiskeys since I've been up here. I found a few different ones that I haven't seen back home. So grabbed a little, did a little bourbon hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I found, what have I found? Tin Cup 14. Never even tried it. So I saw one. So I figured, well, his price is decent. I'll go ahead and pick that one up, try it out. Hey, Groovy. Good to see you, brother.
Ahoy.
And then what else did I get? I found a Springbank 10. So I picked that sucker up, because they're awful hard to come across. Let me look at my picture here. I found the ASW Fiddler, the Georgia Heartwood one. That one was really good. Not like the Tire Fire. That was but the Fiddler was actually quite tasty. So, and I hadn't seen it around in Austin, so I picked that up. And then I found a 12-year Connemara. So I peated Scotch. So I picked that one because I hadn't tried that either.
Yeah, you've had the regular tin cup, right?
Yeah, I had it up here.
I hope that
3 years ago.
Yeah, I hope that's better than the
yeah, I'm thinking that the 14's bound to be a little better than that, because it's got another 4 years of age on it, which it could have used.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll give it a chance. It was only like $65, something like that. Yeah, wasn't too bad.
Yeah, that tin cup. I say, I don't kick any bourbons out of bed, but that one there needs a bag.
Yeah, but I saw it and I figured, we'll have to try it out. Just give it a shot. It may be, like this one here, this Idlewild Spirits Colorado Single Malt. It's okay, but it tastes young.
Yeah,
and they proofed it down to 80. They proofed it to the bottom basically.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help at all.
And she's pretty light too.
So
at
least they're following the rules and they didn't add any caramel color.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she's pretty light.
Yeah, that's both young and watered.
Yeah, it's got that little bit of that new making kind of a note to it,
Does it say straight bourbon or just bourbon on it?
No, single malt.
Oh, single malt. Okay, I thought you had a bourbon. Okay, single malt. All right. Yeah, it makes more sense now. I was like, that is really light for a bourbon. They probably splashed it.
Man, I'm awful dark here. Let's see.
You're on the road. You're not at home. So
not sure how to make it lighter at all.
Yeah, just the camera has to adjust to you. You'd have to tilt it way down where you're the primary.
I got it down.
Yeah.
Is that any better?
It's really bright behind you. So that's taking over.
It's actually that bright. It's not that bright, but that's the actual background that I see all the time here.
Mm-hmm. Man, that is beautiful right there.
Oh, it's nice. I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice. This right here, that's Engineer Mountain, and it's a lot bigger and closer than what it appears in this. And like this hill over here, it's probably, I don't know, over 800 foot tall.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to spin this thing. Let's get this first hashtag out the way here. Of course, open settings, close them right back again. Bingo, bango. There we go. All right, StreamYard giveaway. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. All 20 entries on there. This is worth 4 entries if it lands on you. Isaiah B.
Nice.
All right, got that. Boom. And I'll set the next one up. I know my alarm's about to go off.
All right, so what's our next question?
Well, if this StreamYard will give me the drop down, I'll pick it. God, that thing's slow sometimes. You have to select the episode or whatever, the live stream.
it was slow for me getting on this time for some reason. I don't know why.
All right. So I got the next one. Here's the next question in our trivia tonight. We have what whiskey is the official beverage of which U.S. state? So there is a U.S. state that has named it their state spirit, but it's a particular one, and it is Alabama. Bama named Conecuh Ridge whiskey distilled there in the state the official state spirit. That's what that one is.
Okay. And I guess Kentucky would be bourbon, of course.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they have a state spirit. Well, wasn't Kentucky at one point? It was the official. They called it the official bourbon of Kentucky. Wasn't that? Woodford Reserve.
Probably mainly because of
the horse race.
Because of the horse race, yeah, Churchill Downs and whatnot. It probably was.
I don't know if that's still accurate or not, but
no, there's a lot of other bourbons from Kentucky that I like better than Head and Hill. Although the Double Oak is pretty dang good now.
Oh, I do like the Double Oak. Now, what I have in this Kentucky Mule right here, which is the same thing as a Moscow Mule, but I'm just using bourbon instead of vodka, it is the regular Woodford Reserve. And I have, because that's I buy that big 1.75 liter, that, and that's just my mixer. I use it to mix stuff all the time. I don't feel like I'm ruining it. Nah, I think Woodford Reserve's got a good flavor as a mixer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of bourbons do, really. I used to like 101 all the time with back in the day. I mixed it with 7-Up, and it made a real good mixture because you could still had enough proof that it stood up to the ice and the 7-Up, and you could still taste the bourbon really well.
Yeah.
And even nowadays, 101 on a rock is still good. And in the summertime heat down in Texas,
Now, this is a PSA right here from DeLand. We got bourbon hits different on Thursday than it does on the weekends. Well, it's not supposed to. I'm not allowing it to hit me too hard tonight because I have to work tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And on the weekend, I just let it run its course.
Yep, I gotta do a little work tomorrow myself. Working on an old, what is it, 73 GMC pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it back in line and fixing a bunch of different stuff on it. Oh my God, these people you should see some of the wiring on it. I mean, I know some redneck engineering wiring when I see it. Oh my goodness, son. But we're pulling we pulled the old carburetor off of it, and we were putting electronic, carburetor on it and stuff. So it's coming along. We're getting it close. All right, cheers, Chitter Dom.
I went to help a guy one time. He said, "Hey, help me out over here. I'm going to get the blades off my lawnmower and sharpen them."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, okay." And so he, I stepped on the handle, to hold it up there. And he got down under there with a file, and I said, "Yeah, that's at Breckenridge. That's Colorado.
PX Cast."
Yeah. And he got down there with a file, and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, I stripped the bolt on it, the nut off of it. He said, "So I just tack welded on there."
Oh.
And so he had to scrape it off. Each time he would have to go under there and scrape and cut his blades loose, sharpen them, and then go tack weld them back on there.
No. Now, the trick you got to do with that, once you strip that nut out, go ahead and get that nut off the first time, and then you weld another a nut onto that bolt.
Yeah.
And then file that down. Now it's not stripped anymore, and you can actually put like a deep well socket on that sucker and get her off. Yep. Been there, done that.
Yeah, he just rigged it.
Yeah.
I was like,
he
you
rigged
don't worry
it to be a pain in the butt. That's what he did.
Well, he only put 3 little tacks on there, And I'm like, man, if you hit a rock or something, that's liable to shear that blade right off there.
Mm-hmm.
It was an old push mower. But
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking it was like a riding mower where you had 3 of them.
no, it's a little old, one of the cheapest narrow little push mowers. You can about throw it over your shoulder and carry it.
No, Sugar Kitty, there is duct tape. There's some baling wire up underneath that hood. I've seen big wire nuts instead of like butt connectors and stuff like that. It's like, oh my goodness.
Oh,
It's rough.
I went to change the pot lights in this room here when we first moved in. And I pulled them damn wires down, and it looked like he used a whole roll of freaking electrical tape on every single one of them. I was like, dang. It was like, it looked like a black hornet's nest up in there with all that electrical tape around. Man. And I had to peel and peel and peel and peel and peel. And finally I got it down there. And underneath all of that big old softball of electrical tape, what was twisted caps on there.
Yep, your normal little wire nuts. Jeez.
Yeah. And so I just, I used the caps and did them back on there, but I put a normal amount of electrical tape on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things that'll make you say wordy dirds under your breath as you're in here working.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't supposed to take me but about 30 minutes to change all 4 of these lights. And motherfucker, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
And I had a pile of electrical tape in the floor.
Oh no, Sugar Kitty. You got to have that baling wire to handle the load. And 12 volts will pull some load on it occasionally.
Baling wire.
Oh, I'm serious. There's all kinds of craziness going on underneath that thing.
Oh, I've seen stuff that people use baling wire to try to they bought a aftermarket or whatever fuel pump or something, and the bolts wouldn't fit. They could only get one bolt in it, and the other hole wouldn't line up. So they just wrap it with baling wire. That's high tech engineering right there.
Well, I mean, I can kind of forgive it a little bit because the truck he bought it in Silverton. It belonged to the volunteer fire department or something. So where they're at in Silverton, you got to do what you got to do to keep the dang thing running.
Yeah,
getting parts is not a given anytime soon.
Yeah, it's just thumb with a hammer. Yep. Oh, yeah, I won't go into the story about thumbing with the hammer. That wasn't me. It was a guy working on the room we were building on the back of my parents' house, and he hit his thumb too many times. And I won't go into the whole story, but it was bad the third time he hit it, put it that way. But all right, we're getting close here. Got about another. I might as well go ahead and spin this thing. Let's get this sucker going here. All right, let's see. What do we have? 23 on there. This is worth 5 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Oh, cool.
Boom, Big Daddy H.
Big Daddy, always rigged.
All right, well, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. And I'll play that dang samples thing. Well, I already played it once. All right, so here's the trivia. What famous person was buried with a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey?
Jack?
It was, drum roll, Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
Frank was buried with a 5th of Jack Daniel's Black.
Okay. Yeah, he did like his Jack Black.
Yep. Oh, I gotta set it up over here. Don't worry, if you're putting it in, it'll catch back up. I forgot to set the next one up.
John Kranz and Marty knew it. Yep, old Frank.
Yeah, this is kind of fun trivia tonight. It's not really this won't be what we do on trivia night. Not all of this stuff. There's the alarm going on. There we go. I got to take this down.
Yeah, how do you put
Hey,
Frank back?
Kathy's not here to tell me to take the stuff off the screen.
Mm-hmm. I'd help you, but I'm not real sure how you do that.
Oh, you just click on it.
Oh, okay.
If you hover over it in the basement, it'll say add to stage, and then it'll say
Oh,
remove. Yeah,
I got it now. All right, I got you.
you dangerous now.
Oh yeah, look out. Oh, look here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. So I got you prepped.
Oh yeah. We're on the next one. Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
see your
that's-
wheel thing though, so I don't know how to do any of that.
that's the question. Though. Yeah, no, I'll take care of that one.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so the samples tonight's the Heaven's Door. I already went over that. But while we're here, let me go ahead and just do this right quick. It's free. It only takes a second, and it really helps us out. There we go. All right, let me get rid of this mug right quick, and I'll be right back. I'm going to step right over here.
All right. Where'd he go? Hey, while he's gone, what are y'all sipping on tonight? I mean, I'm sipping on a little bit of Breckenridge. It's better than the other single malt that I was trying earlier. Punch the Eagle.
Breckenridge is not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
Wash those first two pours down. And then remind myself of what this regular Heaven's Door. This is 92 proof here.
Okay.
Great nose on it. I'll tell you that.
Let's see. This one, the Breckenridge is, I think it's 90. Yeah, 45 ABV, so 90 proof. But not bad. I mean, it's really not. A little heavy-handed on the PX finish, but not too bad.
A lot of caramel on that Heaven's Door.
Oh, already sipping on the Green River. Foolproof. Nice. Showcase sipping on Glentonchers. It's a light Highland. Oh, yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Kwani's drinking that hard water. Lots of minerals.
Punch the Eagle. What was that? Oh, Punch the Eagle.
Yeah, your thumbs up thing.
Oh, the Eagle. Oh, yeah. I did the.
Took me a second too.
I made a "Come on, America," thumbs up.
America, dang it. Been drinking on Wawa coffee. Oh.
Wow.
Oh. Not drifting drams? What the heck?
Yeah, when I was putting together the trivia, I was trying to put together stuff that's not controversial.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to put one in there about who invented the Irish coffee. And there's 3 different stories. One of them is more accepted than the others, but I didn't want to go down that route.
Okay.
I did find out something today, though.
Oh.
That I never even thought about it before, but where Caesar salad gets its name,
Yeah.
it was a guy in Mexico. He was right across the border from in Southern California down there.
Down in Tijuana?
Well, Tijuana, yeah, close to Tijuana, but it was closer, I think, to the border. It was just right across the line or something like that. And his name was Caesar something. That was his name. And him and his brother ran a restaurant, and they got a lot of active duty, Navy guys and stuff like that come in from that naval base down there. And his brother, once the salad got famous, He called it Caesar salad, but his brother said he invented it, and it was called aviator salad because all the flyboys would come in, the Navy flyboys, and but he said he invented it, and his brother's like, no, you didn't, and all that. So that was all that going on. I didn't know. Maybe that's the true story. I mean, somebody was very confident when they were talking about
Okie dokie. That sounds pretty decent.
it. I always just thought of old Caesar, Rome.
Mm-hmm. A Roman Caesar.
Yep. But they quit making it. Um, they used to make it table side a long time ago, but it uses raw eggs because all of it's uncooked. It's raw garlic, raw eggs, a couple of anchovies, um, some Worcestershire sauce, olive oil, and basically you're making a very thin mayonnaise when you do
Mm-hmm.
it with that a lot of the umami in it from the soy sauce and the sardines, or not sardines but anchovies.
Yep.
Oh, and it has some Parmesan cheese in it too. So.
Yep. Good old Parmesan Reggiano. Oh.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting making some capicola or something, but dang, it takes a long time to age. 3 months you have to
Yeah.
age it, and it's supposed to hang. I would need a whole other refrigerator and just take the racks out of it and just put something, a bar across the top to hang
Mm-hmm.
meat, and then
Let it dry and age.
yeah. I mean, you want to keep it in the 40s, around 45 degrees.
Mm. Oh, so you basically need a cave then.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it's aged in more northern climate, and they'll, age it in the not midwinter, but spring. Like they'll time it out where it won't get too warm before it gets done.
I got you. Hey,
Oh
Fulton.
man, what's going on? Big, huge announcement.
Well, as she should.
All right.
I mean, who wouldn't nominate their own son? Now, that'd just be unnatural if she didn't. Gabagoo.
Well, that and prosciutto is more expensive. I mean, because basically you're taking the top part, well, the opposite of the fat side of a shoulder butt part,
Mm-hmm.
where the blade is, and it's got that fat cap on a Boston butt, and
Mm-hmm.
then the other side's the lean, and basically it's that lean side on that side of the shoulder blade. That's where that comes from. So it's not expensive.
Mm. Just takes a while to make a good one.
Well, and you have to buy the little net, to squeeze it down into,
Yeah.
tie it off tight and all that.
Had a pretty good place back home that aged their own country ham, and some of that turned out just like a good prosciutto.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would age it with salt, cure it, and then smoke it, and then age it from there on. And man, it turned out some of that was really good.
Mm-hmm. A lot of it has to do with one, the smoke they use, if they're going to smoke it at all.
Mm.
But this one here, the way this guy did it, and he didn't use like the curing salt, the pink salt. He didn't brine it. He just put it in a plastic bucket and just covered the whole thing with salt.
Yep.
And then left it in there for 12 hours or whatever, or maybe it was 16 hours. And then he rinsed it all off and then seasoned it. He did paprika and something else,
Oh,
black.
okay.
So, and then, coated it really well and then got it down in that sock, that thing.
Kind of a net. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And then tied it off with baker's twine and left him a loop to hang it from. Only he had a hanging locker there.
Yeah, Sugar Kitty, but back home, Western Kentucky, it wasn't prosciutto; it was country ham mainly. Because they salted the holy crap out of it. It sat in the dang
ways to
salt
cure
cure
it.
for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, you can use salt, you can use smoke, that's your two typical ways. But the pink salt, that you put a little of that in there, that's
more
more
for pastrami.
brine. You brine the shit out of it and then smoke it after that.
Dang, there's little plants around here making these little fuzz balls.
Oh yeah.
Little
And then
seeds.
there's dry aging and there's wet aging and all that. So that's what she said. Yeah. That's that meat locker.
I just think no legs to this whiskey.
Well, this is pretty good, man. That Heaven's Door, just the regular old 92 proofer. It's pretty good, man. And of course that now I will warn whoever gets these samples, that 126 on it, it's a little hot when you pour it, but it's got great.
Looks like a 135.
You might want to put taste it and then put a couple of drops of water in there and tame her down just a little bit.
Yep.
Because she will send you.
Okay.
And that's mostly, well, and the first time I tried it, the nose on it, it was good, but it was similar to, it was stronger, but it was similar to the regular, straight bourbon. And I thought, oh, okay. And I took me a pretty good slug of it, and I was like, woo, that's tingly.
Are we getting close to time to spin again?
Oh yeah, my alarm didn't go off. All right, good call. All right, I'm gonna spin this thing. All right, I don't know why my phone does that sometimes. Good luck, everybody. There's 24 entries on the wheel. This is worth 6.
My guess.
And then we'll get back up on the 731. Boom, Mike Brock.
There we go. New winner. Congratulations, Mike. My guess would be because it's an iPhone and they just want to do a mind of their own occasionally.
Oh, mine's an Android.
So. Oh, okay.
I've used them all, though. I used to switch around more than I do now because I was doing actual forensics work when in my younger days of computer security. And I needed to be familiar with all the different operating systems and everything. And I even wasted a year of my life with a Windows phone. All right, so here it is. Here's the next question. The next question is, which spirit accounts for the highest retail sales in France? Is it whiskey or cognac?
Let's say cognac. And
the answer is whiskey. Well, and I left the E out on it because I think it's mostly Scotch that they're doing there. But whiskey, and even with or without the E, takes up 47.2% of the total spirits market, while cognac takes up only 0.7%.
Okay, well, I was completely wrong on that one.
All right.
That's why I do so well on trivia.
There you go. I'm going to get that in there, so I'll be in there. And if it lands on the YouTube me, it goes to Lori. Yeah, and I might as well start writing this stuff down. And if it lands on the Facebook me, it just doubles.
Yep.
Doubles for the next person.
Come on, Fuzzy. Man, I'm only going to be up here for a little while longer. You know what? Next week?
Oh, yeah.
I'm headed back to the Texas heat. Oh.
There you go. Well, I did the Heaven's Door this week. Next week, we're doing that other box of yours.
Yep. That's the what is it? Old Forester single barrel.
Yeah.
Forgot what
I
the
have
others
it
were.
written down, but yeah.
Old Scout. That was a pick I got from Marty. And what was the third one? I got it. Hang on a second. I can look. I can tell you.
Oh, 26 people here, only 4 thumbs. Oh, refresh the page there. But Gawani, okay, how long from the time you drop hashtag till you spend on average 10 minutes? Well, about 8 minutes or so in between. But this one's going to come quicker because we were a couple minutes late on this. I spend every 10 minutes, put it that way.
I got you. Oh, and the other one, then the old Forester box is a Blue Note. It's a
Blue Note. Okay.
It's a single barrel pick from my local store.
Cool.
And seriously, all 3 of those, dang good, really good.
Yeah, usually my alarm and I went through and checked them all. You remember when the 731 quit working?
Yep.
And for 3 weeks in a row, and I went in and turned it off and turned it back on, and it's worked ever since. I'm gonna have to do that with the 721 now.
Oh, Greg's Whiskey Guide, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And if y'all don't know, on YouTube, if you hover over someone's comment on there and go all the way over to the right and hit those 3 dots, they brought back the go-to channel. They took it away for a while, but they brought it back again. So if you see anyone in the chat and you want to know if they have a channel or content, you can go over to those 3 dots and go down to go-to channel, and it will open a new tab and take you right over.
I thought it only did that if you had a blue wrench.
No, I don't think so. Is it? I've done it on other people's channels. Maybe I had blue wrenches over there too. But I can give. You know what? I give a lot of people a blue wrench. And Isaiah B has been here a while.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go ahead and we'll wrench there. Oh, and you know what? Bourbon Bitch has been here a lot too.
Yep.
And we have not had any issues. And why is Tater Dom not having a wrench? We'll just hand out wrenches.
There you go. You get a wrench. You get a wrench.
Yay. All right. I'm just adding standard moderators, so.
That's good.
Well, now, Tater, you got a wrench, so you can do it too.
Yeah, I thought so, sure, Kitty. But, you know, I have been proven wrong occasionally.
Well, yeah, but okay. So I said it, and y'all do have wrenches, so there you go.
That makes it a lot easier sometimes, you know, if you see somebody in chat that you know has a channel, you know, like say Marty or Deland Whiskey Nature, you know, you can you just click on their name, go to their channel, copy, and then paste. You know, say that makes it easier for other people that don't have a wrench to check out their channels.
Well, you know, what it is here is if people have been on the show for several weeks or, you know, a couple of months or whatever, we know who the problem people are. And when I'm not having a problem out of folks, yeah, build an army of wrenches, you know. So if somebody comes in wanting to be filthy or something, you know, we can kick them out.
Well, see, and like that there, I just did. Well, old Bourbon Syndicate, Rusty came in here. I clicked on his name, hit the 3 dots with the channel, copied, share.
Yep. There you go.
And paste. And there you go. Now, if you want to check out the Bourbon Syndicate, there you go. You go right there, you can find it.
That Prof Rusty, when you first highlighted it, I thought it said profanity.
Professor Rusty, rug nuts. No, Fulton, I have not.
All righty. All right. We are at 729. I'm going ahead and have to spin this thing here to catch us back up. There's the alarm. See, the 730 one's working. All right.
Huh.
So let me present this and we'll get the show on the road.
No worries, Rusty.
Good luck, everybody. This is worth 7 entries to the quarterly drawing. Boom. Bourbon. But see, look at that. I was just saying bourbon bitch. All right. Congratulations on 7 entries. Get this next one set up, and then we'll do the next piece of trivia here. Oh, this was an interesting one.
Okay.
Stingy. There's Stingy. Okay. Yeah, it's the next slide. Okay, here we go. Which country's whiskey makers rarely, if ever, trade casks due to it being such a competitive market?
Trade cask.
And the answer is
Japan.
Japan. The Japanese whiskey market is a sought-after category of spirits that has seen significant growth in recent years. In 2022, the market was valued at $3.86 billion and is expected to reach $9.32 billion by 2032, with a compound annual growth rate of 9.2%.
Dang.
Yep. Oh, we so greedy, you know.
Yeah, I reckon. That's better. Yeah, this single malt is much better than the Colorado one.
Yeah, I decided just to put Japan on there. Last time Japan came up, I put Japa, Japa, and I was like, that's almost. So the Japan looks better.
Yep.
All right, well, we're past the 7:30 hour here. We are cruising right on along with our little trivia night. As soon as I get past budget, I had 2 managers out this week on PTO. So I did get the budget template today that I'm supposed to fill out. I was spoiled because we had someone working in finance that I could just do my own spreadsheet and send it to her, and she would go, "Yeah, I'll fill out your budget. Don't worry about it." And now she left the company, so the new person was like, "Here's the template."
Oh, dang. Oh, goodness.
Just about an hour or so. Well, maybe a couple hours more work for me. I mean, it's not bad.
Excuse me. Ooh, I had to stretch out a little bit.
He said, "Cheers from the interstate."
Oh, yeah, that's Ben. He's normally driving all over the place.
Yep.
Playing around in traffic.
But he's still hashtagging. Somebody gonna be like honking at him, be like, "Get off your phone."
Well, it's a good thing when you're driving. You can hit the button and talk to text basically.
Yeah,
so that's nice. A little safer, than trying to look at your phone or something and type in things.
my oldest one here just turned 18 at home, so the rules eased up. But the permit drivers, they're not allowed to even connect their phone to Bluetooth.
Oh, wow.
By law, technically.
Oh, what's still Austin? Did you send him there, Sugar Kitty?
Okay. All right.
Of course he did. He's a man on a mission.
Yeah.
All 3 good ones. Okay. I'm not sure what.
They're all good, so
Yeah, I mean, as far as my palate's concerned, some of the Still Austin ryes are just hitters to me.
Mhm.
They just they've been doing really good work getting that stuff out.
I love this.
Kudos to Nancy
Yep.
and them and the distillers and the guy working in the Rick House and stuff too. I forgot his name.
All right, I'm going to pour a little bit of that Decade to go right after the regular straight bourbon.
Mhm.
Let's see what
Okay.
10 years does for it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, 10 compared to what? 3 or 4?
I think the other one's 6.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad.
I'm not sure about that. I'd have to look it back up again. I am not going to pour a lot of this. I don't have much left, but get enough to taste for sure. I remember it being very silky.
Mm. Oh,
All right. Softer nose. All right, here we go.
Gotcha, Sugar Kitty. Yep. Both those two 1090 picks were pretty dang good.
Oh my gosh, dude, that 10-year. Yeah, I had to remind myself. Oh, it's so good. I would suggest if someone gets the samples to drink the straight bourbon first, the regular one, and then compare it to the cask strength, and then try the cask strength and see what the difference is between them. And then later on, while it's still on your mind, what the first two taste like, try the Decade.
Yep.
It is velvet.
That's why I got hopes for that that 14-year 10 cup. Just because some extra years on it. It's one of their oldest expressions they've put out so far. So I'm like, well, I'll give it a shot, and we'll see if that's any good. Then if it is, then okay, well, I got hopes for some of their other stuff. And if it's not, then I'm like, well, forget it. Done with that then.
Have you ever tried those? I think they call them zebra cherries. They come out once a year at the grocery store. They just came out. I bought a bag of them. They taste, oh gosh, they don't taste like a cherry. They taste like a peach or something, but they're not. They're hard to explain. They're just really, really good. And I'm getting some of that in this. But the problem is I only buy one bag of those zebra cherries a year because it's like $12 for a bag of them.
Yeah. But they're worth it occasionally. You got to splurge a little bit.
I mean, I say they're $12 for one bag, and I get them once a year. And hell, I've spent $280 on one bottle of whiskey. So
yep,
it's all what you want to spend your money on.
Yeah, come on there, Mike. Get you another bag of them.
All right, we are at 7:38. No, I went back and looked, and they're gone. They only last a real short time. All right, present the screen. Let's get this thing on the road. Let's do it. I almost said congratulations. Good luck, and then we'll congratulate whoever wins. 8 entries. Whiskey Uncensored. Oh, we know it's rigged.
Been driving down the road winning.
All right. Congratulations on the 8 entries there, and we'll set the next one up.
All right. What's our next question then?
We are about to get to it as soon as I get this hashtag in there.
I don't have high hopes of getting it right, but we'll give it a shot anyway.
Yeah, this one's some people may know this. I knew this, but it's an obscure thing. Some people may not know. What famous person drank whiskey every day because they believed it would allow them to live to be 150 years old?
Gandhi.
Drum roll, and the answer is Nikola Tesla.
Oh, now, okay.
So here's the fine print down there. In regards to not drinking whiskey during Prohibition, Nikola is quoted as saying, "I had previously expected to live 150 years. Now that I have had to or have given up alcohol, I have reduced my expectancy of life to 135 years."
Hmm. He didn't live
So
that old either.
that was no, he didn't. But he thought drinking, and of course it was that one or two glasses or whatever every day. It
Mhm.
wasn't overindulging like I do. Um, and then, but yeah, he thought he really believed that. Now he was an electrician, not a medical doctor. So we'll
Well, yeah, he was a fairly smart individual, and from my consumption of alcohol through the years, I don't get sick hardly ever.
Oh no, I
And
don't do that.
part
I
of
don't
that,
drink
I
enough of
think,
that.
is contributing to whiskey and me being out in the nature on an almost daily basis. So I'm used to breathing in all kinds of different dust and pollens and all this other kind of
Yeah.
stuff like that. So you build up a good immune system, and that's going to help you out in the long run.
Well, the last time I got queasy drinking alcohol, it wasn't due to the amount of alcohol. It was due to the fact that sometimes I forget to eat.
Yeah.
And I don't eat breakfast. And it was the afternoon, and I knew I hadn't eaten lunch, but I had something smoking because it was like, on the grill.
Hmm.
And I was like, oh, I can wait a couple more hours to eat. And I started drinking,
Yeah.
smoking on the grill. And then all of a sudden it hit me, and I was like, ooh, I feel a little bit queasy. And I had to go find a little something to munch on, just to put something
Yeah.
on my stomach, but it wasn't due to overconsumption or anything.
Yeah. It was due to lack of food.
Yeah. And drinking on an empty stomach can
Yeah.
get you.
Oh yeah. It'll creep up on you and slap you upside the head. You got to watch it.
Well, yeah. See, now that I've had that decade series, I don't want to go back to that regular.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
If you're just joining, I'll go ahead and play here in the second. After past the hour, close to the end of the show, we're going to spin for these samples. Super Chat, Super Sticker gets you 2 entries in here. Here's what we're playing for. And that decade series is worth it. But so basically, you get 2 entries for every $1 for the samples. You also get 2 entries to the quarterly drawing and to the halfway mark giveaway. So whether you win the samples tonight or not, you still get those entries to those other things. So there we go. That's how that works.
Yep.
Sloshed as hell. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he probably got a little too many volts through him here and there.
That's possible too.
Yeah.
And that's one of the cool things about the whiskey community, is the samples.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome to be able to try different samples of all these different whiskeys. Some of them you never see in your neck of the woods, but somebody or somebody you've met online or whatever can send you a sample of that, or you win a sample of something online, and that's fantastic, because you can actually try different things without having to go out and spend anywhere from $50 to $140 for a bottle and go, I don't care for this at all.
Well, I usually order about 30 1-ounce bottles, and I was into it. I had been drinking whiskey, and I started drinking Coors Light, and I was on someone's channel somewhere, I forget who, and I was up on panel, and I said, oh, yeah, that reminds me, because we were talking about swapping samples. I think you were watching or something.
Possibly.
And because I think you were in the chat on there, but I've been on several, so I don't remember exactly who. But I thought, oh, yeah, y'all are talking about swapping samples. I need to order some 2-ounce bottles.
Yep.
And in my buzzed state, I ordered like 75 of them or something. I mean, the box is like this, and I was like, then I woke up the next day and I looked and I was like, why in the hell did I order that expensive of 2-ounce bottles? And then they came in and I was like, oh, they were cheap actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have lots of 2-ounce bottles now.
Oh, good. Send me some. I need
I
some.
will. Yeah, I need to get these things.
I'll send you a few bucks through PayPal and we'll even it out.
Well, right now,
I like sending 2-ounce samples more so than I do 1 ounce.
yeah.
Now, granted, some certain bottles 1 ounce is better because if you got like a bottle of Octomore or something, where it's fairly expensive and fairly hard to come by. A 1 ounce is good, but
the 1 ounce is good. We do the giveaway on 1 ounce based on the 1 ounce. I will say the 2 ounce does not fit. We ordered boxes and I sent them to you and I got some. The 2 ounce will fit in that box, but they're tight.
Yep. Yeah, they work.
Now you have to turn them and do them
sideways and then, bubble wrap the ends basically.
But I bought those boxes designed to send 1 ounce samples.
Yep. But those boxes work out great as far as shipping prices go.
Yeah, Top Dog, we're on hashtag NIKO right now. We're going to spin for that here in just a few minutes. It's going to be worth 9 entries to the quarterly draw.
Cheers, Top Dog. Good to see you, sir.
Well, and I have a list, and I need to go this weekend for sure and buy bourbons because if I keep waiting, what I need to do is replenish some things I have on my shelf. It's getting kind of low. And what I do is I put the full bottles up and then I take the partial bottles and put them over on my other bar. And I know they're fair game. And I just, drink them when out of those. But I need to replace a bunch of stuff.
That's too bad I can't keep that as the background. But you can't see me.
Yeah. Which is sometimes better. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, true that. True that. I did take Mike Stahl's suggestion and broke up the rocking chair here. So I can kick back and get a nice little rock going on.
There you go. Man, I was going to go out and have a cigar last night, and it was 81 degrees at 8 o'clock. And I was like, and it was like 68% humidity. And I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm going to have to check the temp and all here. See what we have right now.
And I'm going to be ruined because I've been hanging up here for a couple of weeks now, and it's 68 here currently.
Well, it's better than it was yesterday. It's 78 outside. Yeah, but when Debbie Downer blew through here, that tropical storm, we were down in like 68, 69 degrees a couple of mornings and evenings. But the problem was it was freaking pouring down rain.
Where I'm at, the 68 degrees, it's only currently 31% humidity. So, it feels like, low 70s, something like that.
Yeah, Rusty talking about that musician. Both the artist and musician are both really good. Just their bass stuff, the rye and the bourbon. But I love them both.
Right, Sugar Kitty.
Wishing for snow in South Florida. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Nah, they don't want snow down there because it winds up killing all the orange trees and grapefruits and all that kind of stuff.
It just makes the alligators sluggish.
Yep.
Oh man, there was one time. When's the last time Disney in Orlando, mid Florida, got snow? They had snow one time, and I can't remember. It was a big deal. They did it on the world news. Disney World had snow, and I remember it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been quite a few years back.
No, time to spin. Check it out. Guani is helping. All right, here we go. We're going to spin this thing.
Oh, there's Kathy Bates chiming in now.
Good luck. Good luck. Here we go. 9 entries. There's the alarm right there. Boom, Tater Dom.
Tater Dom. All right.
With his fresh wrench he just got.
Oh, man, we got new winners so far every time.
Every time. Yeah, we need to jinx it. Here we go. Let me set the next one up, and then we'll get to the next Christian. All right, this one I didn't really have a good. It'll make sense when I post it.
All
right. Now there's Mick. This is the only controversial one I'll tell you, but one large oak tree can yield enough wood for roughly how many 60-gallon casks?
I'd hazard a guess and say about 30.
No, not even close. 2.
Really?
Some of them will say 3, but what most of the when I had to look at several different. That's why I didn't put references down here. Is they say you may get 2.5 to 2 3/4, but sometimes depending on the tree you may get 3. But the steady answer is 2. They average you get about 2 whole barrels out of it.
Wow.
Because the average American oak tree harvested for barrels is about 100 years old. So
wow.
Yep.
Man, and that's gone downhill too because a lot of the oaks that they're harvesting nowadays are smaller, younger.
You're probably getting 1.5 to, or maybe even a solid 2 barrels or something.
Yeah,
instead of 2.5 or whatever.
Yeah, you're going to have to get a decent sized tree to get enough straight heartwood cut to make a good barrel.
Well, yeah, I mean, think
and
about
not
it.
free as well.
They strip all the bark off. Okay, there you go. Well, and they leave part of the tree out there. I mean, they cut them up because there's this big trunk coming up, and they cut it where it starts getting even, and then they take it apart. Up there, where the limbs and all are, and they get what they can off of it, but they debark it, and then they have to save all this waste off the outside to get planks. I mean.
Yeah, all the sapwood with the weird edges and everything like that gets cut off.
Oh, yeah.
I've cut wood like that on a sawmill before, so I can understand. You're not going to get a lot of good straight wood that's going to make good barrels.
Yeah,
unless it's a big tree. It's
a really big tree, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how old these 2 oak trees. We have willow oaks in our front yard.
Oh, okay.
They're white oak. Technically, they're a member of the white oak family, but they're willow oak. They have the little tiny leaves on them.
Gotcha.
And but I don't know how old these are, but I bet you could get 5 barrels out of one of these son bitches.
Yeah.
They've costed these trees have cost us thousands of dollars since we've lived here. Just having them trimming the big limbs from away from the house. Limbs falling, having to call someone out to cut them up and get rid of them. Oh, yeah, there you go. Is that did that say American single malt?
No, this is a single malt Scotch.
The Scotch. What did that say under the name? I saw something. Oh, it just says single malt. Oh, it says American oak. That's what I saw. Yeah, and you were pulling it down, and I saw American, and I was like,
yeah, it's American.
What?
First and
yeah,
first and second fill bourbon cask. That's Lowland.
I almost put a trivia question in about the different regions for whiskey in Scotland, but I saved it for the actual hint, for the trivia thing coming up. For the actual, like, I'm not going to put Frank Sinatra was buried with a bottle of Jack Daniels or anything. All right, There goes Kathy.
You're right, John. I know a little bit
Got
about
that
some wood.
down. But now, when we get into the bourbon brackets and all that, I'm going to put actual questions in there, not Nikola Tesla and all that. All right, I need to find something to drink.
Yep. Hey, if you know good wood, I don't know a lot to do with birch, but the place I'm staying at here right now, the logs that's built out of were harvested in Canada. And
Vultures, hey, let them swoop in. I would welcome.
All the siding on the inside of the thing was made out of a beetle kill pine from around here, and then all the ceilings are there's no sheetrock in the house, so all the ceilings are aspen. So it's that nice white looking wood on the ceilings, and then on the walls it's kind of this beetle kill pine that's got different blues and all kinds of neat little colors in it. It's pretty cool. But I love wood. I mean, just natural wood is great.
All right, I'm going to go to this Old Scout store pick.
Oh, there you go.
And it's 115.6.
Excellent.
Kingsport, Tennessee. Store pick. B&B package, Kingsport, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Picked this up. I think Marty was there when I picked this up.
I know what hardwood means. Hardwood, sorry. Different than heartwood.
I used to have hardwood.
Yeah. You get too old nowadays.
Not that old yet.
Depends
on how much I've had to drink.
You get the bourbon nerd down in there on your wheel?
What's that?
This one. Bourbon nerd.
Oh, shit. No, man, I'm glad you pointed that out. Bourbon nerd. Here we go. I would have seen it over here.
Yeah. Canadian aspen killed by beetles. No, the wood here is there was a pine bark beetle that's killed a lot of the pine trees around here. Well, behind me it's not. The stuff that's dead behind me here was killed by fire. We had a big fire blow through here 7 years ago, something like that.
Man, that Old Scout's good too. Wow.
Old Scout's pretty good stuff. I like it.
All right, we are at 7:58. I see Isaiah's got the hashtag in. We're going to go ahead and spin this thing because we're coming up on the top of the hour. Hopefully, everybody got their entries in. We only had 18, but Whiskey Uncensored got one in there. We're at 19, but we're going to spin this thing. And this is worth 10 entries to the quarterly drawing.
In the butt.
Gowani. Oh, now we know. Now we know for sure.
Oh, it's definitely rigged now if Gowani's winning.
All right. I'm going to set the next one up, but I'm not going to post it.
Dang, my cigars are drying out up here in this lack of humidity in Colorado. Jeez.
All right. Okay, but before we post this thing, I am going to type start put me in. And all you have to do is type put me in the chat and you get 2 free entries. Everybody gets a trophy. Here we go. I'll let this
put me in, coach.
Let a few. I already got you in. I have you and Lori down. That's the first 2 I put down there.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there we go. I have to wait till a few of them start coming in so I can scroll back up a little and it quits auto scrolling on the thing, and then I can keep up.
There you go. Big Daddy, what you sipping on? Coors Light or Miller Lite?
Oh, and then Bourbon Syndicate got to throw me a curveball here.
Well, of course.
All right.
And then Ben throw you a little curveball too, because butt stuff.
Butt stuff. Yeah. I ignore that, but I have to write down these other things here. All right. Now I can get back to it. All right. See, this is what used to happen on other channels. They would be like, hey, if you want to get in on these drawings, do this and do that. And then they would start getting busy doing something. And then everybody starts giving money just to, to make them have to lose their train.
Sideways. Sugar Kitty.
Wow, I haven't had so many bourbons come in at the same time in a while. I had in a row Bourbon Kitty, Bourbon Bitch, Bourbon Nerd. All right, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. I guess y'all haven't seen my new T-shirt. Let's see if I can stand up and show you. There you go. There we go. John. I like this Akatoshin. It's good. Although, Miller Lite. Got you, Big Daddy. Cheers, brother. I don't know. I kind of like Kilhoman better than Akatoshin. Granted, I think Akatoshin's an older brand for sure. But I like the peak content in the Kilhoman. It'd be nice when I get back to my bar. I got a lot more varied selection than I do here. Sure, Kitty. Whoa, that's deep.
Oh, I think I'm caught up. Man, we are slacking tonight. I didn't get that many put me ins. All right, but we're only at 8:02. This goes till like 8:05. Yep.
Yeah, I like the Akatoshin's a nice, kind of a light, easy sipper, sort of a thing. But and there was some fruit going on with it and stuff.
Oh, I saw it today, Bourbon Syndicate. I gave it a thumbs up, but I was working, so I didn't have time to really do much else.
I don't think so, Rusty.
We're the last one in the video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have. It's possible. My internet here is kind of, a little iffy.
All right, so let me go ahead and say this. We are doing Put Me In right now where I'm focusing on it. If I do not call your name, I do not have you down for a Put Me In. If you wish to get your 2 free entries, just go ahead and type Put Me In the chat. But I have Mr. Great Shot, Lori, Big Daddy H, Kathy Bates, Bourbon Kitty, Bourbon Bitch, Bourbon Nerd, Top Dog, Bourbon Hunt, Mike Brock, John Kranz, Peter White, Gawani Ostinaco, Whiskey Uncensored, Dustin Bosek, Isaiah V, Tater Dom, Sugar Kitty, and Bourbon Syndicate. That's the only ones I have down. We're about 7 short of what we normally get here. So if I did not call your name, I do not have you down for the Put Me In. It does go till the end of the show, but we won't be focusing on it after this.
What's Peter White? What's Toshan? I had not heard of that one. No, I think Sugar Kitty. I think Z-Man may have gotten that from Big Daddy H, because Big Daddy H been around a lot longer than Sugar Kitty, or than Z-Man. Sorry.
All right, I am typing stop put me in, but that does not mean we're stopping the put me in. It means I'm stopping focusing on it so we can go on ahead and get these hashtags going. If you want to get a put me in, it goes till the end of the show. Just make sure you get our attention, type it in all caps or something like that. But without further ado, let's get to the next hashtag. During the malting process, the barley was traditionally turned with a shovel. They had to do this all the time. This repetitive process, and I put it's led to what affliction?
Oh, I know this one.
I'm sure you do.
Dang.
So here's the answer. Boom! It's monkey shoulder.
Yeah.
Monkey shoulder is a nickname for a muscle injury that malt men would develop from a repetitive task in the traditional malt whiskey making process. Of course, now they have big machines that do it. The task involves spreading barley by hand with shovels to prevent the roots from matting together, as they started to sprout. And the long shifts would cause the malt men to use their dominant arms significantly. Over time, this would cause their shoulders to droop on one side and their arm to hang down like a monkey's.
Gotcha.
And yeah, they just called them monkey shoulder.
I knew it was, but it was not coming to my mind.
Yeah. But I put a picture of monkey shoulder scotch, which is a cheapy, crappy blend. I know that those dudes like it there in Texas. But
I've tried it. I've had one bottle of monkey shoulder and it was okay, but
it's not real good.
Nah, it's not my favorite by any means.
I will tell you this. I was looking at the percentages, but I was getting mixed stuff because of the years. I was looking at it, but the vast majority of scotch that comes out of Scotland is blended.
Yeah, it's not all single malt.
No.
And the majority of it's not peated either. Everybody thinks it is, but it's not.
No.
Right.
And monkey shoulder is one of those 4 blend things that.
Okay.
It's trappy. Oh yeah, that's that repetitive. They're repetitive with the dominant arm. I mean, you're gonna. Yep.
Yeah.
Repetition. It's blended malt. Oh, I'm a bourbon guy, Sugar Kitty. That's why we have you here with a wrench, so you can correct us on this stuff.
Yep. Sugar Kitty is a wealth of knowledge.
There you go.
Thank you.
There we go.
Keep us in line,
Keep us in line. I have a bottle of it. It's had like this much gone out of it. If anybody wants it, I can.
Maybe next time you'll make a three sample of different scotches that you actually have.
That wouldn't go over. Well, it might. I mean, I have a Glenmorangie or Morangi. Okay, I have a Jura 10 cheap. Yeah. I have a Dalmore 12.
Okay.
I have an Oogie Doll.
Oh, there you go.
Now I could, do something. Like
now Oogie now. Ooh, that's some good stuff there. That's brisket burn ins all day long right there.
Oh, it is good. I do like the Oogie. And the last time I went and checked, they still had like bottles up there. They keep about 4 or 5 on the shelf. Nobody buys it but me.
Yep.
And I go in there and get crap bottle of it. I know 1 out of 4 is okay, but my wife likes scotch and she likes the Dalmore 12. And I keep the Dalmore 12 here. And when I treat it, I do. So we have a Traeger and I keep an extra bag of pellets all the time. And when we finish a bag of pellets and open the new bag, I immediately order another bag of pellets to put behind it. That way we'll never run out. I do the same exact thing with that Delmore 12. When we crack the new bottle, I just go buy another bottle and put it behind it. And that way I don't have to worry about, if she runs out of that one, cracks the next one open, I'll look down. I'm like, I need to buy another.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That is, woo, it's so good. Damn, it's good. I may have I'm going to finish this one.
Yeah, Jura's okay. I mean,
Jura's good. Jura, I made a smoky old fashioned with it.
Okay.
And I liked the hint of peat in the old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
But Jura plain is not very good.
Yeah,
it's light. It's a much lighter smoke flavor in it.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorites, but then again, a lot of the scotches that I'm really into the last year or so, or are your more heavily peated ones, like Scarlet and things like that. I want something that's got some peat smoke that's going to slap you upside the head a little bit.
Yeah, and I agree, Peter White. But I liked it because of the mixing it, using it in a mixer, and it adds that little hint of smoke in there to the drink, and you're like, whoa, what's that? There's Kathy Bates. That's why I wrote her name really small and put that over there really small, because I knew that was coming. So. Now, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and get the wheel right.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and get these things added up here.
I'm going to run in and grab a different bottle of, I think I'm going to go to some Knob Creek. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, he does that while I'm going to get the wheel right, but that's okay. I will keep talking while I do this, but I do have to, oh my God, at the political shit coming through on my phone. It's hard to keep up with who's texting you these days. All right. I'm not going to type the whole damn thing out. I'll put enough to where I know what it is. All right. We got that one. And
let's see. Background check. How's it any better?
Okay, we got that one.
Not bad. Nice. Hey, we got some blue skies here finally.
Cool.
Some clouds, but God, here it's been this year that I've been here. It's been more rainy than any other the last 5 years or so that I've been here. But it's rained almost every day around like 1, almost 2 o'clock right in there, and then stopped for until 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then rained most of the night. Vendromic. Yeah. Good stuff. Meanwhile, I'm going to have a little bit of this bourbon.
All right. Wheel's good. Wheel's good.
Knob Creek.
The wheel ace good.
Excellent.
And just one more time, just in case somebody wants to get in on it before the 8:20 hour, I'm going to play the sample
Cheers,
one more time, just so I don't want anybody to miss out if they want to. And $1 gets you 2 entries, so just it takes one to win. There we go. It's all heaven's door.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh, Punch the Eagle. Okay, yeah, let me play that one too. Now we can get back to talking. Oh, I have to spin. My alarm went off.
My goodness.
Oops, I hit the wrong damn thing. All right, present screen. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck, everybody, on the monk. No, did I do it? I did it. Yeah, monkey shoulder. Okay, gosh, I forgot. Sugar Kitty. Man, we have not had a repeat winner tonight.
That's odd.
We are about to, though. I about guarantee you. Okay, now let me set the next one up.
Uh-oh. Time to go find some butane.
Oh, I forgot the hashtag. Hashtag.
Yeah.
There we go.
She don't work unless you put the hashtag in front of it.
All right, I got it. It's going good. Here we go.
By the way, we call £.
In Gaelic, oh my God, I have to try to pronounce this right. In Gaelic, whiskey reads, I believe it's Isge Baha. Okay, Isge Baha.
Gotcha.
What does this translate to in English? Now this particular spelling does have the G in it. It is also spelled Iske Baha with a C instead of and we'll get to that on the next page.
I'm going to guess Water of Life.
There you go. That's an easy one. That was a toss-up.
Hey! About time I got one.
So Iske Baha is an Irish and Scottish Gaelic phrase that translates to water of life. The Scottish, their deeper equivalent of it is Iske Baha. But over time, the word has been shortened. And Isge now, it just is known as whiskey. So when they say that, they're just saying whiskey. So, and I have to did I put it in already? I don't think I did. So I'm going to pop that in there.
Oh, dang. Well,
and I didn't have a good 4-letter thing to do. So I just put Wa of life.
The heck was the proof of that? That's completely different than the last. I go. Woo. That explains that. I just sipped that Knob Creek 9, and I'm like, wow, that's completely different than the last couple of scotches that I've had, which were at around 80 proof. This one's a 120. So that explains that kind of slapping you in the face.
Yeah. Woo. I poured this one and it was 100 and what did I say? 15,
16?
You have 116 proof or something. And I thought, well, I'll finish this and get another one. Frick, no. And not especially not after having that damn Kentucky Mule before I started the show.
Yep. There you go. Hydration is key.
There. Bang. Take care of that later. All right, we're going to spin this one here pretty quick. They come very fast here at the end of the show because we have to have time at the end. And if we have to run over, gosh, I hate doing that. But boy, if we have to run over, we will to get the spins in.
A little bit of it doesn't hurt nothing, 2 or 3 minutes.
See you in the next one. All right, y'all have a good dinner, Top Dog, and the next time you get here, let me go ahead and give you a wrench too. Everybody was getting a wrench earlier.
Y'all eat well.
There we go. Now.
Oh, look at. Oh, hang on. There we go. Hey, Thrash.
Yeah.
Good to see you, brother.
Thrash Life. All right. We are on hashtag WAOL. Now that I say that out loud, it sounds like a radio station. Tune in for soft rock on WAOL.
Yep. Yeah. That's completely different than my normal view there, Thrash. I'm up in Colorado right now. Purgatory is behind me, and Durango is down the hill.
Well, I thought he was going to say in hell is that way.
Yeah, well, purgatory is between hell and heaven, right? So
Yeah.
let's see here. Let me duck down and see if this shows up.
Yeah. There they are.
There you go. The big mountain behind me is Engineer Mountain, but it goes on around over here. You can't see the log house is in the way here. See.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and spin this thing. I don't see any more hashtags coming in right now. So sorry if you missed this one, but we got to get this show on the road. And good luck, all 19 entries. This is worth 12 entries to the quarterly drawing.
Yep.
Oh, Bourbon Hunter. Is that the first one?
That's the first one for Bourbon Hunter Lee.
Man, you know what's going to happen on this last one.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We're going to get multiples.
We are going to probably run through every single person again.
Yeah. Everybody gets fucking doubles.
There we go. All right. Well, this one's
all right, though. We like that one.
Okay. Let me get this done because we have to get this going because, we have to still spin for the samples at the end. But here's the next one. Paving the way for women to enter the whiskey. But now, notice I spelled this specifically with a Y. Whiskey Scotland business. Who was the first female master whiskey blender? And she's still alive, and it was in recent times.
Dang.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. It is Rachel Barrie. Okay. Now, I will say in the thing here, it says with more than 30 years experience in the whiskey industry, doctor. It says doctor. Okay. That's an honorary doctorate. Dr. Rachel Barrie was the first female Scotch whiskey master blender inducted into Whiskey Magazine's illustrious Hall of Fame. Also known as the First Lady of Scotch, Rachel studied chemistry before landing a job as research scientist at the Scotch Whiskey Research Institute.
John Kranz nailed it. He knew.
Oh, okay, good.
I did not.
And there she is right there. I'm just telling you, isn't that that's like a boss shot right there.
Yeah.
You know,
she's like, I know what I'm talking about.
Got that smug ass look on her face with holding that glass like, I know more than you do about this shit.
Exactly. I know what I'm talking about. What you talking about? Come on. If you don't like what I'm putting out, you're wrong.
You're wrong. Yeah, boy. That I picked that picture. There was a whole bunch of them. And she does that a lot where she does that little look, but I've seen candid shots of her, when I was looking up the pictures. She seems like a pretty cool person. But that shot there though that was gangster.
Yeah, right there. That's gangster right there. You're like, I know what I'm talking about, damn it. That's great. Oh, they're coming back, Thrash. I mean, it's all this over here. This was all burned off when they had a big wildfire came through here about 7 years ago, something like that. And man, it's coming back now. Finally, I mean, it's taken a while, but it's coming along.
Hey, you know what though, Sugar Kitty? When I had 20-something years experience when I was hired on to the place I work at now. And the chief operating officer, I had to interview with him. And he said, okay, your credentials seem good. Your resume's great, but why should we hire you? And I said, scar tissue. And he said, what does that mean? I said, dude, I've screwed up enough to know how not to screw up again. I said, I've got, scar tissue, knees and elbows, man. And, over the years of doing this and a lot of the stuff I was doing was computer security, we were making crap up as we went along. They only recently added like degrees for that stuff in college. So The fact that somebody screws up here and there, learn from it and move on, baby.
Yep.
Learn from it and move along.
There you go. But the big thing is learn.
Yeah, learn. Don't keep
Yeah.
repeating those mistakes. That's the sign of somebody that's
Yeah,
either
that's a
trying
sign
too
of
hard
encouragement.
or too scared to, whatever. Yeah.
Now, yeah, right. Thrash right here, it's like 67 right now and 14% humidity. It's freaking awesome. I mean, I'm fixing to go. I got about another week here. Then I'm headed back to Texas, which is like 100 plus. And like, I'm not looking forward to it. But it's nice to be able to come up here, enjoy this view, which the camera does no justice whatsoever.
Yep.
But
I know. I still fuck up here and there.
mm-hmm.
It happens.
Word chapstick.
Chapstick and nothing else.
It gets a little chilly up here to wear nothing else.
Now that's what they wore on that one beach I went to in Europe. There was chapstick and nothing else.
Well, there's
maybe
a
little sunscreen, but other than that,
Mm-hmm. Certain parts you don't want to burn.
Mm-mm.
Think about it now.
All right. Well, we are at 8:26. I feel the need to spin this thing because we have to get the
there you go, Jerry.
The other spin done. And I don't know what's about to happen here. I mean, I could spin this thing now and we get a unique winner, but I could spin it and it might take. Look, there's only 15. I'll wait one more minute. No, I can't really wait one more minute. I got to spin. So here we go. This is worth 14 entries to the quarterly drawing. Boom. See? Plus.
Oh, that's a repeater.
Now we got to get this going because that's what I was expected. Boom, Peter White. Oh, Peter White. That's the first one.
I guess first one for Peter tonight.
Yeah. All right. We only had one repeat winner. Congratulations to Peter White and Mike Brock on his second win. All right. We can get rid of all of that. And then now
I said Peter tonight.
We are going to drum roll this thing. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in the sample giveaway.
Hang on, what is the wrong one? There we go.
All right, we are about to present screen. It sounds like military. Present screen.
Fulton says, "Put him in."
Fulton. Oh,
yep.
Fulton wasn't here earlier. Okay, I'll write Fulton down on the put me in. If anybody else wants to say put me in, that wasn't on there earlier, I'll do that.
You weren't here.
Here we go. I'm going to hit just a bunch of shuffles, and then I'm going to hit spin.
All right.
All right. This is for the samples.
Who's going to get the samples? Come on. Who's going to get them? And she's slowing. And she's slowing.
It looks like
going to be
Bourbon Nerd.
Possibly. Yep.
Bourbon Nerd.
Bourbon Nerd.
All right.
Here's Gawani. We'll see you next week, brother.
Bourbon Nerd samples.
Nice.
I got to write this down.
He's won before yet.
No. That and there we go. And still has the entries to the quarterly or the halfway mark and quarterly drawing as well. So there you go. So Bourbon Nerd got the samples tonight. Happy trails. Oh, Jerry, type put me in the chat, man. Come on.
Oh, Jerry didn't type put me in?
Yeah, Arky99. Jerry Arbaugh.
Thrash too. You too, brother.
Thrash, type put me in. Come on, I got to write these down.
Independent Joe just said it.
Okay, Independent Joe. Oh, here we go. Independent Joe.
Oh, Jerry said he did.
Oh, really? Let's see.
Yeah. You may have him down there.
Well, it must have been after. Okay, I'll write him down now. Jerry Harbaugh.
Thrash said,
Oh, Thrash said it. Oh, now we're getting up to where we usually are. All right, now we got it. We're a few shy, but hey, we're at time, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We gave some stuff away. We're a few weeks away from the regular quarterly drawing for the Nosing Kit. But without further ado, we got to get out of here. Any last words, Mark?
Well, of course. As always, peace, love, and whiskey, y'all. Cheers.
Boom. All right. See you next week.